So similarly, hearing the teaching is important. Then thinking about the teaching is very, very important. You got the conviction about the validity and usefulness of this teaching. But still, the teaching has not become a part of your life. You have not integrated it to your life. So you may become a good scholar, good for talking, good for teaching, but not necessarily a good practitioner, because there is a gap between what you have learned and who you are. So therefore it is important to digest the teaching, to make it part of your life. Until and unless you do that, the teaching will not bring any transformation in your life. So therefore, with this example, it's not enough that you've reached near the water. Now what you need to do is you use your hand, use a cup or any other pot, drink the water. Then your thirst will be quenched. Until to that point, you are just making effort, but you have not actually drunk the water. So your thirst will not be quenched, right? So similarly, meditation is important. Hearing, thinking, meditation. Meditation now means, meditation, there are so many different types of meditation. But meditation basically means making your mind habituated with positive ways of life. Making your mind habituated with virtuous qualities. Many people have misconception of meditation. And especially in today's world, meditation is very famous. Meditation is hitting the headlines of Newsweek or New York Times, and everybody is talking about meditation. It has become a 5-star kind of practice, right? But honestly speaking, there are not many people who understand the meaning of meditation. The reason that one should meditate is you are controlled by your mind. Are you with me? You are controlled by your mind, not so much by your body. You are controlled by your mind. That is tolerable. It's okay that you are controlled by mind. But when we say you are controlled by your mind, what kind of mind? A mind which is predominantly destructive, negative, stupid, foolish, short-sighted, superficial, pleasure-seeking, and whatnot. So imagine if you are ruled by a dictator, if the country is ruled by a dictator, you'll get all the problems. Similarly, imagine if you are ruled by a mind which, if not completely negative, but predominantly negative, short-sighted. So if your life is ruled by such a negative emotion, you can't expect to have reliable, long-lasting happiness, which was our objective to actualize, right? So when we talk about doing Dharma practice, Dharma comes from the Sanskrit word dharan karna. Dharan kare to dharma. That means to adopt something. To do such a practice that you will not fall into a lower state. Zimba. Zimba sedu. Thap kyo sachik da dukh sachik lama sangma ju shin zinghe. Practice of Dharma means a way of life through which it will help you not to fall into a negative state of existence. Like, for example, if you kill somebody, you will be regarded as a murderer. You will be looked down by the rest of the members of the society. You fall into a low state, negative state. So it's through the practice of Dharma that you do not fall into those negative state of existence. Right? So that is called Dharma. So therefore, you are controlled by your mind. Your mind, the mind that is controlling you is predominantly negative. So therefore, now when we talk about doing Dharma practice, we are basically talking about undergoing an election. Because you realize that my boss is not good. My boss means your mind, which is predominantly negative, short-sighted, stupid, foolish. Therefore you don't like that. You want to overthrow that negative ruler. There are two parties predominantly fighting, trying to control you. Right now the negative party of the negative emotions almost got a landslide majority. So you are ruled by these negative emotions, anger, jealousy, hatred, and whatnot. They come like this. To get angry doesn't need much. You just, with slight use of different words, slight way of treatment, you just flare out. You get angry. But positive practices like patience, compassion, it's not coming so quickly like that. So this clearly shows in which area you are more habituated, right? So therefore, Dharma practice for me is really like doing an election. Realizing that you are ruled by a negative boss and you don't want that. You want peace, long-lasting peace and happiness, which we all agreed. So therefore, now you want to replace those negative emotions with the positive emotions.